So some of these characters in this book were going to be suspicious. Use your reading detective skills to infer who is suspicious in this book, and let's find out what's really going on. Are you ready? Okay. Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs by Mo Willems. Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. Ooh, this is interesting. Look, it says Goldilocks and the Three Pigeons, it's crossed off. Goldilocks and the Three Snakes, that's crossed off. Goldilocks and the Three Elk, that's crossed off. He had a bunch of ideas he crossed off. And he decided to come up with Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs as retold by Mo Willems. Once upon a time, there were 3 dinosaurs, Papa Dinosaur, Mama Dinosaur, and some other dinosaur who happened to be visiting from Norway. Hey, we talked about Norway. Norway was that other country. Home, sweet dinosaur, home. One day, for no particular reason, the 3 dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. Look, that one's hot. That one has ice cubes. Oh boy, said Papa Dinosaur in his loud, booming voice. It's finally time to leave and go to the, someplace else. Yes, continued Mama Dinosaur, I sure hope no innocent little succulent child happens by our unlocked home while we are, someplace else. I put this here because I want us to stop and infer. That means we're going to be reading detectives. They're saying they're going someplace else, but to me, they're acting kind of suspicious. I bet something else is going on. Let's keep reading. Then the other dinosaur made a loud noise that sounded like a big evil laugh. But it was probably just a polite Norwegian expression. The 3 dinosaurs went someplace else, and they were definitely not hiding in the woods, waiting for an unsuspecting kid to come by. Oh my goodness, let's stop and infer right here. Be reading detectives. Are they going somewhere else? Or do you think maybe they are hiding in the woods? Let's find out. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came traipsing by. La la la. Just then, the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Gotcha!" But I'm pretty sure it was just the wind. The loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Dinosaur. The trap is not yet sprung." But that could have been a rock falling, or a squirrel. Use your inferring skills. Do you think those noises were rocks and squirrels? Or do you think they were the dinosaurs? Getting closer. 0.2 miles to trap. Oh, and it's crossed off. And it says, very nice house. Either way, Goldilocks was not the type of little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listened to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. So soon as Goldilocks came across a strange, enormous house, she barged right in. She went in without knocking. Welcome. Tee-hee. Inside, Goldilocks immediately smelled 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. Said Goldilocks. That chocolate pudding smells delicious. If only I could get all the way to the top of that counter. Then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder that just happened to be there, and certainly wasn't left there on purpose. Goldilocks climbed up the ladder and found herself face to face with 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding. The first bowl of chocolate pudding was too hot, but Goldilocks ate it all anyway because, hey, it's chocolate pudding, right? The second bowl of chocolate pudding was too cold. But who cares about temperature when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding? Not her. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right. But Goldilocks was on such a roll by now, she hardly noticed. Soon Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons. We saw bonbons the picture, but they're saying little girl-filled bonbons. I wonder if we can think quietly in our head and infer what might happen. What do you think those dinosaurs are doing? Soon Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons, which, by the way, are totally not the favorite things in the whole wide world for hungry dinosaurs. Tired and groggy, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room. So she climbed down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. The first chair was too tall. The second chair was too tall. But the third chair was too tall. Goldilocks wasn't going to climb that high just to sit in some chair. So she hiked over to the bedroom. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. What is going on around here? Groaned the exhausted girl. The bears that live here must be nuts. Just then, the room filled with a loud booming noise that was either a passing truck or a dinosaur gloating. A few more minutes and she'll be asleep. Delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are yummier when they're rested. Even the little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had to hear that. Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she was used to stopping and thinking. Home, sweet dinosaur home. Hey, she told herself. This isn't some bear's house. This is some dinosaur's house. Say what you will about Goldilocks, but she was no fool. And as quickly as she could, she ran to the back door and got herself out of there. Yeah, I think those dinosaurs maybe had a plan. Then a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio of dinosaurs yelling, "Now! Charge!" Or the Norwegian expression for chewy bonbon time. Suddenly and completely coincidentally, the 3 dinosaurs rushed through the front door. But they were too late. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in the house were 3 disappointed dinosaurs. Oh, the end. And the moral is, if you ever find yourself in the wrong story, leave. Morals like lesson. And the moral for the dinosaurs is, lock the back door. And then they went to Goldilocks and the 3 bears next. Awesome. So I want you to use your inferring skills and think, do you think the dinosaurs had that planned the whole time? Yeah, I think that they laid the trap for Goldilocks, but the words never said that. So I had to use my inferring skills, my detective skills, to figure out what was really happening in the story. And as you go and read stories on your own, I want you to use inferring skills or detective skills. See what's really going on. Maybe it's a little bit different than the words say. Well, I had such a great time reading with you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.